The former president was convicted last year on corruption charges and sentenced to just over 12 years in prison. But his lawyers asked the country's highest court for a ruling to keep him free until all his higher appeals are exhausted. An intense debate that began Wednesday continued past midnight. Right to the end, the outcome was close. The judge's tally was 5-5. Then the last justice, the court's president, Carmen Lúcia, presented her vote that tilted the balance against Lula by a vote of 6-5.
With all due respect to those who believe that this habeas corpus should be granted, I follow those who voted against it.
Eu acompanho o relator para também denegar a ordem pleiteada.
Brazilian law forbids politicians convicted in criminal courts from running for office. That would apply now to Lula da Silva. But some lawyers say don't rule him out just yet. There may be an avenue to keep Lula's name on the presidential ballot this year, even if he's sent to prison.
Ainda que ele esteja preso ou não.
There's nothing in the law automatically preventing someone who is in jail to apply to be registered as a candidate. And while the court rules whether the applicant can be a candidate or not, he will have the right to campaign and to have airtime on radio and TV allocated to his party.
Vai poder fazer campanha, vai ter acesso a tempo de TV e rádio.
If Lula is barred from running, he is still expected to have an impact on the October election.
Of course Lula will be influential. Somebody who's been in the political scene for 30 years is bound to have some capacity to influence the elections. But we have to be careful to analyze how much this will actually translate into voting for his chosen candidate. His charisma will not necessarily be enough to transfer his many votes to someone else.
Just like the Supreme Court, Brazilian society is split when it comes to Lula and his arrest. For the former president's supporters, this is all part of a plot by right-wing parties and interest groups to keep him out of power, since he still leads all voters' polls. But Lula's opponents say he must be punished for his crimes, to show that corruption is unacceptable and that no one is above the law. Paulo Cabral, CGTN, São Paulo.